Good morning, good afternoon, good evening across the country, around the world. Welcome back to Cities Skylines. San Bernardino, the Inland Empire, and my continued build on the realistic angle. We last left off, I had expanded into Loma Linda and the Loma Linda University and Medical Center and whatnot. This area is still filling in, and our population is still rising. We left off and we had just passed our goal of 75,000. So we're doing good, although the residential demand has bottomed out. Commercial and industrial demand is up. But today, we're going to continuing into Rialto. I took a few minutes and laid out the main roads kind of around the area. This is Riverside Avenue. That's kind of the main strip, north and south from north, to south. It actually passes over the 210 freeway up here, and right about here it kicks over to a 45-degree-ish angle this way and connects right up about here. So obviously can't do that yet, but still I'm going to try to do an overpass and connect it up here, as well as do an overpass and connect it down here. And this over here is Cedar Avenue. That's the next kind of big road that is pretty wide and has an on-ramp, off-ramp. This is when we get into Fullerton. I'm sorry, Fullerton. That's an Orange County area. Fontana, or as some people lovingly refer to it, Bontucky. Lots of, not quite farms, but lots of, horses and kind of wildlife and just, like, especially down here in Fontana, there's kind of lots of wildlife, horses, and feed stores, and there's some fields, there's some farms. Oh, I guess I could have put some fertile land in here. But I put oil. So we'll get an oil industry going as well, and that'll keep our all the industries who are demanding resources, raw materials, happy. Anyway, I'm going to start putting in the overpass here and here. I think, in reality, there's a small yard here. On this side over here is where the yard gets huge. Not going to do that. I might do another triple thing, kind of like this, and put another yard here. Although this here, I think I'm going to take and convert this road into a 4 or 6 lane avenue. We're just getting a lot of backups here in the area around the freight terminal. Cargo train terminal. That's close. So I think I'm going to, upgrade this road, which will require putting it over here, adjusting this, and then we'll make it work. But I kind of want to do that to give this more throughput. So anyway, that's what's going to happen in the next little bit. I'm going to take care of that, and then maybe grid up some more of this. Let's see. This is Riverside Avenue. The train station was going to go here, and downtown, like not the courthouse, but the city council and all those facilities are back in here. So I'll do a little downtownish area. This is kind of small town. They try to make it feel like a small town street. It kind of works. It doesn't really work all that well. Oh yeah, this is Foothill Boulevard. This is Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. This is Baseline, and this is I have to look at what this is. Where is this Foothill? Oh, that's Foothill. That's Baseline. Maybe I'll make this. I don't want to make this Baseline. I don't know. We got options. We got options to work with. Or maybe it was. Oh no, this is 5th Street. So this is Foothill Boulevard. I think. This is Rialto Avenue. So yeah, downtown is definitely right here. Either way, we'll get this figured out. Get the on-ramps and off-ramps going so that we have that support into the area. And like I said, I'm going to modify this cargo terminal down here. So I'll be back with you in just a moment. And we're back. So yeah, upgraded this road. I had it 4 lane, then it was still just enough to where I was like, nah, let's go with 6 lane. Plus, I kind of like the on-ramps, off-ramps to be 6 lanes, so everybody has the options. Here it just gives us all more options. So here and down this main road here. The other side roads, we'll keep it 4 because it kind of thins out. Got the Riverside Avenue on-ramp input. I did these myself, so they're not as pretty as they could be, I guess you could say. They're not like a stock on-ramp, off-ramp, but I leave it so there's enough space for a rail line fit underneath. Did the same thing down here at Cedar Avenue, and as you can see, it kind of, I mean, it wasn't a perfectly square crossing, but it kind of draws it, and this is just as soon as it will let me, it goes blue, I plop it, but it's weird. It does one side shorter, one side longer. It just kind of lets it, that's the way it wants it to happen, I guess. I don't really understand it. But Riverside and Cedar Avenue are connected to the 10 freeway now, and then up here, whoa, satellite view. Up here we got Riverside Avenue overpass on the 210. And I scoot Highland Avenue over a bit, brought it up about 2 squares. This is all big commercial area, and then this guy starts going diagonally up, yeah, up toward, big curve to it, up toward the 15 freeway over here. And that should be map. That should be within the playable map, I believe. I want to say, yeah, I want to say I have this set of tiles up here that are playable. This set of tiles down here that are playable. There should be one more here. I hope there's one more here. And there'll be one more here. I could be wrong. That could be the edge of the map over there. We'll see what happens. I might have to look into the all 81 tile mod. We'll see. Alright, so now we're going to start gridding out Rialto. Start building that up. I think I'm going to start closer to the freeway. Kind of work my way up. Riverside Avenue itself, again, commercial strip, and then it's all residential behind it. So, got those done. That done. Oh yeah, I had to move these around, and instead I had the 3 lanes here, and while it looked nice, it wasn't really realistic or useful. Or actually, it was plenty realistic. It wasn't useful. That 3rd lane was just extra. There was no need for it. The game wouldn't use it. People wouldn't use it. Well, why would they? Anyway, I'm going to grid out a chunk of this, at least this bottom portion here. And we'll get population and commercial, definitely some commercial, moved in. So, again, sorry for all the cuts, but it just helps the game move along. Plus, something I learned reading on, I forget whether it was on the Reddits or I think it might have been on the Facebook, the Cities Nation page, that, oh no, it was actually on the Steam Workshop. There's a mod to give you more time. More speeds. There was like a 1, 2, 3, or this is apparently 1 times 2 times 2 and then times 4. Then there was a times 6 and a times 9. But apparently once you reach above like 15 or 20k, it kind of limits it. So you can be at 3, but it might actually really only be at 2. Let's see. Yeah, I was watching these trains here. Couldn't see any difference in speed. Maybe a teeny bit. But they were saying that you can only... You could have that mod, but once your city gets big enough, you couldn't really actually have it operate at 6 or 9 times speed. The game would just limit it to it. So it seems like the game, well, the game's certainly there for numbers-wise, if that's the case. So it limits things a bit more. So it takes longer, and that's why I think cutting away, letting it grow, and coming back helps. Otherwise, it would take a long time for population to move in. It takes like half an hour to an hour for me. Like, I imagine we'd get to 90k if I were to play the game for 30 to 45 minutes off camera. It runs a little faster too. The frame rate drops a little bit. We're running right now at about between 25 and 30 according to Fraps. But oh, I forgot where I was going. But it'll take, like I said, about 40 minutes probably to reach that next goal of 90,000. I don't know if I'll do that. Anyway, I'm going to cut away and we're going to develop all this. Be back with you guys in just a bit. Alright, so I got a good chunk of Rialto, at least the southern area of Rialto, gridded up. I think this is all we'll need to utilize. Speed, there we go. To expand into today. So that being said, let's get to it. Commercial. Yeah, this whole street down here, this is, I think, Valley View? Valley? I have to zoom out on my map off to the side. What are you? Keep going, keep going. Valley Boulevard. Lots of commercial, just like over here. It just continues the same. No, not that much. Just continues the same trend. It's all commercial along here. Boom. And commercial along Pepper. We've got a fair amount of commercial demand, so hopefully that'll help with that. Good, and some are plopping in now. Only issue is, will they have power? Probably not right away. So in the interest of just keeping them happy, I'm just gonna run some power lines. We're gonna run some power lines up and over the freeway here, just to keep it everybody happy. Let's see how far in can I get it. There's nobody in there right now, so come on, power to the people. There we go. Good. All those guys have power now. Excellent. And as this fills in, of course, we'll be able to delete that. Let us see. Oh, good. So this is flowing a little better. It's not all backed up. Same down here, down this main stretch here. Over there's doing good. How are sewage treatment? We are close, but we're okay for now. Can always plop more in here. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, so we got some commercial going there. Most of Riverside Avenue is also commercial. There's a spot or two, like actually kind of, let's see, this is Rialto, kind of like right up here. It's residential, but it's nice residential. And then right in here, there's like some big, well, not big, but there's some apartment complexes. So we might use a little bit of high density here just to flesh that out. Ooh, oh, it's black up here, but then when you zoom in, it's different. It's red. This is our Metrolink station in Rialto. It connects to the San Bernardino line. And there's some freight that comes through. I'm debating still whether or not to keep the passenger stations connected to the freight stations. Doesn't seem to be too much of a hindrance. The freight just zips right on through. And even when there are passenger trains, I was hoping one would come by to show you. They pull off to the side because they're going to go back anyway. And the freight can still just whoosh, zip straight through. Not much freight coming into the area, but plenty going out. They should. Oh, see, here comes a passenger train, I believe. There comes back to back. Yeah, see, they pull off to that side. Now he's gonna wait. How many passengers? 102. That's all right. That's not bad. Let's see what this says for 200 per week. Hopefully that'll pick up later. Anyway, that's our Metrolink station. This is where like our city hall and Chamber of Commerce, and there's the big fire station is right here. I'll put a big fire station. This is like the main fire station. There's one or two more up here, but I'll put the big one here. In the meantime, we got some residential demand, so I'm going to start filling that in and hopefully get some people to move in. Nope, fill tool. Yes. Yes. We're getting better behind these guys though, so we get the power to stretch. We'll do all of these. Boom. And we'll let it go. Just letting it run. I noticed earlier, I try to avoid trains at street level, but here they really are. I appreciate the, come on. There we go. I appreciate the crossing signals that go down. I just think that's kind of awesome. Train signs. Speed limit 30. Yeah, this will all be built up fairly quickly. Trains? Anybody? No? Yeah, those two trains seem to run pretty close to each other. Oh, no. Oh, I say that and then... Oh, yeah, freight train. Rolling on through. Alright, so we got the residential going here. Unfortunately, our population still wants to shrink a bit. I checked this a bit ago, and it's still 4%. So it's not like we're not fulfilling jobs. Not like there's 12% like it was before. Nah, we're doing fine. We're doing just fine. And our mining industry is doing pretty well as well. Eventually, like I said, we'll expand into the oil industry, but I'm going to wait till I get a bit more stuff populated. Ho hum. Some of these on-ramps and off-ramps are just kind of funny. The slope of these things. Not horribly inaccurate, but I think it's a bit much. Just a touch much. Good, and they're moving in. Oh, and we have, let's see. I have to consult the map off screen. Oh, give me just a moment. I want to say... That's it. I think that's it there. Oh, yeah, there's the little icon. Boom. Okay, so right here, actually, is a big high school. So, sorry about this, everybody. But trust me, you'll appreciate what I'm doing in a few minutes. High school, and let's get, oh, and this got all recombobulated again. Good, I like how the new things have icons. I know that was an issue with the asset creator. All these icons were not saving. So let's give it a good size. Baseball field, I know there's a pretty big one. Actually, we'll do it on this edge. Boom. And that's the other one, right? Oh, I have two of these? Interesting. Tennis club. Tennis club. Huh. Wonder why it's duplicating itself like that. Oh, tell me you fit somewhere. Oh, just like one tile too small. Alright, then. I don't think it would fit. No. Okay, well, then. Sad times. We got a baseball field. Alright, let's see. Tennis club. Yeah, that'll fit. That'll give them something else to do as a school. And then I'll go ahead and give them parking lots as well. So let's go find those. Oh, this all got reorganized though, so who knows where those ended up. Hopefully somewhere near the parking structure. Container yard, water park, big parking lot left, big parking lot right. Oh, beautiful. I believe that's the right one. Yeah, and then the left one. Oh, there we go. So what's a school without some parking? Now this is Rialto High School. Yeah, space. Good. That name's stuck, right? Yes, indeed. Cool. So that's there, and that should make people happy. Oh, I hear some upgrades. Yeah, because I got more access to school and more parks. School capacity's actually pretty good. Good. Elementary school's doing alright. And college capacity, of course, is off the charts. So, things are moving along. And we got industrial demand, of course. Don't intend to do any industrial right now. Like I said, we'll do some oil maybe next episode or in a few episodes. Maybe 22 or 23. But right up here... is it south of the freeway? It is just south of the freeway. Sorry, consulting map off screen. Yeah, it is just south of the freeway. So we have Riverside Avenue, and then this one, it's Cedar, and then here it does a bit of a dog leg over and becomes Ayala. Right here is the Rialto Airport. Tiny little airport. I've flown in there a few times. I used to fly helicopters, but I flew in there a few times. Nice for practicing, but not much else going on there. There was big talk of moving like an industrial complex in there, and somewhere like over here they had not taken over the airport area, but there's some big I want to say there's a big Target warehouse. So we might turn this into an industrial complex as well, but just like I did over here, I'm going to try as quickly as I can to get it up to level 3 so that we utilize more of our educated workers and people stay happy. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just kind of cruising around, checking out my traffic. Seems to be doing alright. Well, that backs up a little bit, but I think it'll keep flowing. Yeah. Not much else you can do. There's not much other access to this area. Because there's... is there? There might be... Oh, I think there is. There's like a funky on-ramp, off-ramp, but it's like weird. It's not a traditional standard-ish type. It's kind of like up and over, and it's a loop-de-loop and a loop-de-loop and a double, triple. It's really kind of weird. And honestly, this area here where this interchange is, if this were to scale, this would actually be, I think I said before, this would actually be a big triangle where it goes merp, merp, merp. That was kind of a square. But it would be a big triangular thing where this is a pretty big interchange here. Then there's two kind of freeways that just kind of go, we're just going to go this way and not this way? Something like that. It's interesting. So I'm toying with putting something here, but I don't know if that would really help anything or anybody. Because the way they pathfind is, you know, shortest route with the highest speeds. This is kind of not that terribly short a route unless they're going here. I could play with it off camera maybe, just drop it in and see what happens. Otherwise, I kind of don't really care to. Okay, good. So that residential's filling in. This is all filling in. Commercial's demand is pretty slim. And we're losing population, which, not a huge surprise. It fluctuates. Let's go ahead and get this going, though, shall we? Two back there. And... Ooh, is that... Yeah, here. I'm not really a huge fan of, like, these itty-bitty things here. They're going to start complaining of low land value. That's something else I saw on, I think on the Facebook Cities Nations Guild page, that guys were saying, why you... they have, like, some sort of asset. It's almost a mod where it gives you, like, it boosts happiness and it boosts, like, everything. You just need those and you almost don't have to provide any services. And people are just magically taken care of. Not a huge fan of that type of asset myself. It's not terribly realistic. But he had that, and he still had people complaining about low land value. Well, that's because if you have people living in... If they have a 2x2 space, tiny space, like these over here. If I were to let somebody move in here, they'd move in, and they'd be okay for a while. But eventually they'd say, low land value! Because they have such a small space, they can't expand into a larger building. They can't upgrade their home that much. And that makes them sad. Anyway, they can't do it. And they get low land values. And they get sad. I know I said that a couple times, didn't I? They get sad. They get very, very sad. Did some. Okay, good. Yeah, all of Riverside Avenue, yeah, is all commercial from here on down. This is what we call 5 points. There was a gas station here and whatever grocery stores here. Yeah, here is where it kind of gets more residential. Right here, though. Oh, you know, no, we'll do it right here. Right here, there's a cool, or well, off and on, it's a restaurant that's sometimes populated, sometimes not. But it used to be an old train station. Might have even used to be a Pacific Electric Railway station. If any of you are from Southern California, and you know any of SoCal history, Pacific Electric was a big deal back in from 1901 when it started until 1961 when it was closed. But this was a station. It's been a few different restaurants. It's kind of cool looking though, I must admit. Alright, so we got residents moving in. Making progress. I think I'm going to call this episode now. I didn't do any timer, but I think we're probably getting up into the 25 to 28 minute range with these 3 different segments. So yeah, Rialto, progressing, moving along. Going down, but we've seen this before. It'll go down, it'll drop a few, and then this will all flesh out. We'll fill in with more services, more upgrades, and people will be happier. Things will move along, and it will jump 10K in like half an hour. So I think I'm gonna call the episode for recording, at least for this episode, for episode 20. Let it go, get it up to probably around 85K, and I'll cut back in for the next episode. So again, thanks for watching, thanks for joining. If you like, hit subscribe, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everybody. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.